It's our religion, isn't it?
It's the be all and end all in the
Definitely.
place, yeah.
Here in Kilkenny, few things stir passions like watching the local team play Ireland's native sport. Hurling.
Here's a chance, break it,
This fast-paced game looks like a mix of baseball and lacrosse.
Here comes another goal. Brilliant, Kilkenny.
For some, it's more than a sport. It's a way of life.
It's our religion, isn't it?
It's the be all and end all in the
Everything.
place, yeah.
Everything happens in the hurling pitch.
Played with a ball or sliotar, and a wooden stick with a wide oval end, called a hurl. The sport of hurling dates back some 3,000 years. It's the oldest and fastest field sport in the world, and as popular as ever in Ireland today.
A cracking shot.
For brothers David and Stephen Dowling, their love of hurling and the art of making traditional wooden hurls by hand has been part of their family for 4 generations.
Our great-grandfather made hurls back in the early 1900s.
Relatives on both sides of the family played here in Kilkenny. So you might say, the sport is in their DNA.
It's kind of in your blood.
The brothers now run a company started by their grandfather, one that makes high-quality hurls by hand. Today, they're making a hurl for TJ Reid, one of Ireland's top players and star of their home team of Kilkenny.
TJ Reid is probably one of the greatest hurlers in Ireland at the moment, and probably one of Kilkenny's best ever as well.
Yeah.
Like every hurl they produce, this one will be custom made according to the shape and weight that best suits the player. The first step is choosing the right plank of Irish ash.
If you can imagine an ash tree standing in a forest or in a wood, we're looking for the root of the ash tree. You're looking for this turn, so the shape of your hurl will match that.
David selects a plank of ash with the curve at the boss, or head, of the hurl. Next, he uses a template to trace the shape of the hurl best suited for TJ Reid.
It's the type of hurl he wants, it's the shape, so what I'm doing is I'm marking that onto a piece of ash. He likes it without any flexibility. A stiff hurl is what we call it. TJ Reid, all right.
From there, their uncle Brian cuts the basic shape, making sure the arm remains perfectly straight. And checking for any flaws in the ash.
You could saw the hurl out and there could end up being maybe a knot in it or something like that, so it should be a weak point. Something like that, you'd start from scratch again, really, yeah.
The hurl is then turned on a lathe to give the handle its rounded shape. At the heart of every handmade hurl is the process known as spokeshaving. Using a hand plane, the brothers make careful adjustments to each part of the hurl. Shaving, straightening, sanding, and smoothing, until they get it just right. The same techniques and tools used by their great-grandfather back in the early 1900s.
I'm doing it, 20 years now, so you kind of run on autopilot a little bit, but at the start doing this, you'd be kind of shaking a bit, yeah. Yeah.
Steel bands added to the rounded end or boss of the stick give it extra strength.
TJ likes his own shape and 2 bands on it and everything, so hopefully he likes it now, but I think it should do him.
And the Star Hurley stamp, the mark of one of the only places in Ireland that still makes hurls by hand. For the brothers and the community, it's an enormous sense of pride.
You're at matches and you're watching matches on TV and he's using your hurl, it's great. There's satisfaction in that. That kind of thing, that'd make you very happy, and that kind of stuff, yeah.